Stinkin Thinkin. My man MD, savage client, dude's yoked. Man, and he was going through it, man. Well, none of us are perfect. We have those moments of compression, right? Personally, just in life, man, how we navigate through this journey. We have those moments of the stinking thinking. What am I talking about? Man, it's a multitude of things. But how it manifests itself for me is often thinking about the past. Thinking about the past, man, and a lot of times it's stuff that's not even relevant. Things will be going well, man. Things will be going well, and I'll be thinking about, the day, whatever. And then, man, some intrusive thought, some old resentment. Things can be going good in the relationship. Then you latch on to something that happened. Bro, what is that? We all know what we're talking about here, too. It's that stinking thinking. And that seed thought, that obsessive small seed gets planted. And sometimes it feels like we can't help but water it. We focus on it. We obsess over it. And it grows. Man, and then it can spoil the day. This beautiful blue sky day, man, can get cloudy quick by just a little bit of stinking thinking. Stinking thinking can also be negativity, focusing on self-doubt, hate, jealousy, anger, revenge. Man, it's all these stinking thinking's low vibrational thought. Low vibrational thought, and thoughts matter. The ancestor to every thought, the ancestor to every action is a thought. It starts here. Be careful you don't feed that dark wolf, man, in the mind. Be deliberate about pulling it back into the light. Be deliberate about it. It's not easy, man. The Tibetan monk living on the hill, man, still deals with some stinking thinking. And he's spent his whole life on this psychological landscape and managing it, keeping it clear, and it's still challenging. So remember, the stinking thinking. It's anything that's not focused on growth, evolution, positivity. It's stinking thinking. Categorize it as such. It's too important to not recognize when we're doing it. There's many out there that lack self-awareness on such a massive scale. Stinking thinking, and it's all the thinking they do. They live in the stink. Don't do that, man. Move out of that. Move out of that stinky cloud. We've all been around that negative person. That person that just spews that negative thought that's going through their mind. Man, we see it on social media, man. Look down at some comments and stuff. I did a speech, and I posted the other day of where I spoke in a prison. There's dudes commenting negatively on that. Bro, it's the most bizarre thing. You try to tell a story of hope and redemption and not giving up on yourself. And people will still. But that's because all day long they deal with stinking thinking. That's all they deal with. So of course, their actions are going to show that. It's going to show how your internal state is. The state of your internal state will be shown in your actions. Facts. It's undeniable. The truth will come out. That's stinking thinking. It's something that changes the frame on our life. It clouds the lens. Great days can become very poor days with some stinking thinking. It's also, that stinking thinking is that pursuit of pleasure, that pursuit of immediate gratification. What I think I need or I deserve, man, I deserve it. I deserve a little bit of this because of that. That's stinking thinking. It's maybe a little bit less grave or grim than some of the more negative, but that's what it is. It's because it's focused on this immediate surface level shit. We need to go deeper than that. We need to fight against those topical thoughts that keep us down. Intrusive, negative thoughts is that stink. It changes your aura, man. You ever be around somebody that's positive, man? They're like, hey, how's it going? Good morning. And they look at you and they're connected. Man, they're clear, morally clear. Their energy's clear and positive versus someone that's been comes in and low energy, been looking at weird porn all night. So you can't really tell why the dude's weird, but you can just tell his energy's off or in a bad mood and spewing it, man. And it brings everybody down. Well, it shouldn't, but it does. Because people put out that an energy. It's just wafting that stink around, man. Dude, wafting that stink. If you want to stay there and you just lack self-awareness and don't even realize you're doing it, well then fine. But don't put it out on other people. You can live your life how you want, man. We have the freedom to do that here. But if that's not the person you want to be, then we got to be deliberate about thinking positively. We got to be deliberate about thinking about evolution. We got to be deliberate about thinking and getting clear on our vision. Thinking and getting clear on the person we're building daily. That focus is the opposite of that. That is the antithesis, the anti-stinking think. That is where we want to be, man. We want to combat it. We combat that dark with that light. And that takes some deliberate work. It's also, there's some self-assurance here in the sense that recognize when your mind's going that place. Have I moved a little bit? Have I gotten sunlight? Am I sodium deficient? Man, what have I been surrounded by electronics and all this shit, dude? All that can have an effect too. And it's pushing your frequency down and it's bringing your thinking with it. Don't let it bring you down into that stink, dude. Combat it. Move. Bump your frequency up. Get a little exercise in. Get some hydration in. Get your electrolytes balanced. Then deliberately combat it. No, we're good. And we back it up. It's more important to be stacking those daily habits so we have the ability to speak positively to ourselves so we're not lying to ourselves. Man, I'm good. I'm powerful. I'm good. But you're just a fat piece of shit eating fast food all day and haven't moved and aren't going to. Or are on a good plan and have nothing in the horizon that you are going to get on a good plan. Don't lie to yourself, man. The subconscious mind knows. So we got to back it up with action, and then we back it up with that thought, man. Combat that stinking thinking with some good positive action, some good, clear, positive thoughts. Man, I love it, man. Be smart. Out here.